the Florida I-4 corridor, tourist hotbed, and a stretch of road that has its own rivalry game. We are set for a war for this stretch of road, and at the end of it, only one will have the right of way. A live look at Acrisure Bounce House in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. It's the USF Bulls and the UCF Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
UCF has a unique stadium, the Acrisure Bounce House. Florida tries to get this going loud and proud in Orlando. It opened in 2007. Nearly 50,000 fans pack it in to make sure that is loud and crazy for the Golden Knights. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Bulls kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Knights offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Golden Knights took down the Bulls, perhaps by the horns the last time they met, and won the war on I-4.
Yeah, UCF feels like since moving to the Big 12, they're starting to recruit better players, and I think that was the difference the last time these two teams met up. They just seemed to be bigger and stronger when the game was on the line.
And obviously, the war on I-4 is awesome, and this is a good rivalry game that's kind of budding, but one thing you talked about speed, Palmer. In the state of Florida, you have speed. And UCF has a lot of speed, a lot of playmakers, and it was on full display.
He'll pull it down. Took care of it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Defense a little too anxious there. They're just making it easier for this offense. Defense made that job a little easier after the encroachment. It's 1st and 5. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to throw. It's Barnett. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. 3 yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. They'll move the wide receiver. The run inside. It's Watson. Maybe a crease. There to make the stop, and boy, does he love to try that spin move. Only got him 6 that time.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Tight end now in motion. Just feeds the running back. A couple of guys there to get him on the ground.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
Defense a little too jump. And they got into the neutral zone too soon. Neutral zone infraction. Defense. The offense needed something, just anything, to give them just a little breathing room, and the defense provided it with that penalty. After that encroachment penalty, it's now 1st and 5. They'll run out of the gun with Watson. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Knights! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And the return man is brought down, but there is a penalty flag on the play, and if I were a betting man, and sometimes I am, I'd say they're going to throw it in reverse. They'll get a little bonus yardage added on with that face mask penalty, adding 15 to the return. And the offense says thank you very much for the bonus yardage, and it'll be 1st down after the personal foul penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Snags it, and he's open. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11.
And this receiver is so dangerous. There's so many different ways that he can hurt a defense. You got to throw it to him conventionally, but find creative ways to get him the football out in space and let him go to work.
Looking to pass. It's Van Buren. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be calling a hot route. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I think on that last play, it's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but...
Touchdown Bulls! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
And this offense gets on the board, and the first passing touchdown of the season, and I feel pretty confident saying the first of many. This offense looks like they're in a good rhythm, and this passing attack's going to be hard to stop.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop you.
The Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air, it's Barnett. Catch in the middle, it's Charles. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43.
it's really nice when you're an offensive coach and you can basically attack the whole field. When you got an arm like this and you can just, boom, put it on a line, it's really nice to have that.
Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. The war on I-4 is relatively new. Both schools compete across 14 sports for the right to win the golden I-4 road sign. But, of course, the most important battle is the one that happens on the gridiron.
It is, but how cool is it? The war on I-4. I mean, that's just it's a dope name. I really like it. Obviously, this is kind of a new rivalry, but Palmer, UCF, USF, they're fighting for the same kids in recruiting and building a program.
Yeah, man, whether you get off on McIntosh Road, the Florida Turnpike, or Lake Mary Boulevard, these two schools do not like each other. Whether it's the Bounce House or Raymond James Stadium, the war on I-4, baby, that's where it's at.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Knights will call on their punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They even up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. He'll toss it. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Van Buren. Oh, they're after him. Oh, he can't hang on. Almost had the interception, and this guy makes so many big plays, but couldn't come up with that one. It'll be fourth down. Kick is in the air. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle. Understand?
Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. He has 60 yards on the ground in the first quarter. What a tremendous start to this season. To the air on first down. Throws to the back. That's caught. It's Watson. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll give it to Watson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, Scott Frost back at head coach for UCF, and so immediately you expect them to be able to run the football. We saw in recent years guys like R.J. Harvey just get it done for the Knights, and it's going to be interesting now to see what they can do moving forward, right? This is an offense that wants to go tempo. They want to establish the running game, David, and they need some superstars to emerge.
Well, and that's why they brought in Duke Watson, right? They wanted to bring a guy in with experience that you've been there, done that. He was obviously at Louisville at a little bit different level. Now expecting big things. You got to be able to run the football, want to be physical, have that ground game so you can do the tempo, you can do all the other fun things. So big shoes to fill at the running back spot.
To the air, it's Barnett. Escapes the pressure going right. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it, so he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have 4th down.
The Knights will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's Rip. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They'll run with Watson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
The run up the middle, looking for the score.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing, especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
Fires to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Isaac. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running inside. It's Isaac. Got enough for the first. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Van Buren. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can. That's how it's done.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though, and you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And, man, it's really nice to see a QB and see the blitz right away. Sees the blitz coming, they come attack, replace it right away, get it to your running back, let him take off and do some damage. When anybody blitzes, man, try to find that space right behind him, and that's where you can make big plays.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
They'll run play action. Under fire. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Great job by the defense forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. And the Bulls will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Handoff for Watson. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
The Knights getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Watson. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. On the option. Might have a chance. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, UCF! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 65-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's going to be brought down on the return, but there is a penalty flag on the field. I'm not sure what this one's about. So the officials spy that face mask penalty, and the offense gets a 1st down. The run inside. It's Collins. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And play stop for just a second as there is an injured Knight on the field. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Van Buren. He's going for it all. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
He has shown you why he's so versatile as a strong safety. This is a guy that we've seen come down to the box, support the run. He can tackle out in space, but he's also really good on the back end in coverage. That time in the cover two look, doing a great job with his eyes. He also shows you off the ball skills, making that fit.
They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Charles. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Wide receiver comes in motion. On 3rd down, here's Watson. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, their defense did a great job deep in their own end, right? Getting the turnover on downs. And now the offense is starting to pay that off. On the 3rd play of this drive, 3rd down, they're able to run it, pick up the first, they stay on the field, and they're going to try and churn this thing out.
There's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Watson. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on 3rd.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass. It's Barnett. Pocket breaking down. Makes the catch. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And, man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like, trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So, slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. The Knights are flying down the field. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The option look. He'll pitch it. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. The Knights come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Makes the grab on 3rd. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it costs the defense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll give it to Watson. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He was going for the touchdown.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is even bigger. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. The give to the back. Steps his way to a little bit of a pickup. Not enough for the first down as the clock continues to move here late in the half.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we are excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the Ball State Cardinals.
And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. What do they have to say coming out of halftime, Holly?
The Bulls head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is very concerned with how the crowd is playing into this game. As you know, their team on the road playing in one of the toughest environments in college football, and the penalties have started to mount. He said, we have to play clean, and we have got to regain some of our composure. This crowd is having an impact. I'll keep you posted on just how loud it's getting down here to start this second half. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Collins. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Van Buren. A little screen to the running back. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
It's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that will try to submarine these rig running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. The officials will stop play as the training staff comes out to look at this injured Bull. Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half.
Hey, listen, it's not just the offense that makes adjustments at halftime. The defense does too, and that time maybe showing a little bit of a different look. Did in the first half. Looked like they confused the quarterback. They're able to come away with a pick.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Hold and fire complete. Finds a crease at the 20. Oh, he got loose. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Knights want to move quickly.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Off the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. Picked up about 6. They're looking at 3rd and 4.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Knights are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Here comes the option. Keeps it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Oh, did he unload on that? It's like there's helium in that one. All the way back to his 5-yard line. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. This USF offense will open this drive right here. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Running inside, it's Collins. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Slips, slithers, and jukes his way out to the 26.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Here's a heat. Going to try to get it himself. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. The Bulls will line it up on 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
The unproductive 1st down completion now brings up 2nd and long. Scanning the field, it's Croman Hope. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his 2nd of the game. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You got to catch that and make that a pick.
Pressure coming. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And the Bulls will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Wants to bring it back. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Makes a grab right down the middle. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers. They didn't just jumpstart that drive. They've electrified it, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Here's Duke Watson. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's got the tight end. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. That is the senior tight end who's shaken up. We'll have Holly Rowe check on him. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. Neutral zone is on action. Defense. So the offense accepts a penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Now the play fake. Here comes the heat. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bulls offense comes out ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Rodgers. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea.
There's some room. The 40. The 30. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Bulls.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The Knights with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Caught in the backfield, it's Charles. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Across the 25, he's got room. And he slipped extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing
makes the grab in their space. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Firing to the right, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And man, you gotta love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So first down will open up the final period. They'll try the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
4th and 1, I think everybody in the stadium knew what was coming. It was going to be QB sneak, trying to get some push. Quarterback, see if you can find a crease, pick up the first, keep the drive alive.
Caught behind the line. It's Collins. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run inside. It's Collins. Makes it past the marker. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. And the Bulls are in the hurry-up. Tight end finds a soft spot. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to power it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Bulls.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And he made the extra point without problem. precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. If they're going to pull off this big rally, they'll need to get this one back. They line up for the onside kick.
Let's get weird. This is exactly what they needed. They needed something to happen. Down 2 possessions, fourth quarter, got to make it happen. Onside kick team comes through.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Collins. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Croman Hope. Throws to the wideout. Had the pick in his hands and couldn't hang on, and you just won't see that from him very often. It'll be 3rd down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. And he did not make it. The defense. Standing tall against the run. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still... Right, the officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Caught in the backfield, it's Charles. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down and nothing doing there. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete. Each brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable 3rd down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the first down. The Knights line up to punt it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient here as time is winding down. Makes the grab. It's Selden. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Fires on the run. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. To throw, it's Croman Hope. He's got him. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And when you're trailing by a couple...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Tries to get it on the ground. Running into the open space. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
Got him downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
The Bulls go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Finds his man. It's Sullivan. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. From the red zone, looking for a man. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And it comes up empty there, but that's exactly what this offense needs to keep doing, man. Keep throwing the football. Like, don't quit. Don't give up. I know you're down a couple of possessions, but you want to show your team, man, that we're always going to fight no matter what the scoreboard is. That's what we are. That's who we are. We're competitive, and we're going to keep getting better, and that's the goal of this squad.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. This juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. And we'll try third down again, this time with 20 yards to go after the hold. To the air, it's Croman Hope. Got rid of it just in time.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And with that field goal, man, we've cut this to a one-possession game late. Now it's decision time. 2 timeouts in your pocket. Do you feel confidence in your defense, or do you think you need to go with the other?
First down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Gets the back moving. Quick release on the RPO. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having maybe some room here. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Now USC will call its third and final timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. So in the war on I-4, it goes to the ninth as UCF outlast USF. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.